I was working in a salon and a barber's, and there was this guy, we'll call him Chris. Now, Chris is in his late 40s, and he's never had a smartphone in his life, right? And this is back in 2011, so they've been out for a good while now, so he's no excuse. Now, the phone he had was a Nokia 3510i. The Nokia Blocky ready to throw is what we all called it. He had that for like 10 years or something. The phone is older than his dog. Now, the salon is split in half. There's the barbers on one side, and there's girls on one side, and there's a big like partition in between them. Now, the lads, the barbers, just all blokes, they were like school kids. They were always pranking each other every single day. It was like baby infants the way they were going on. Every day, just mess. That's all they do. Right? And they'd give Chris debt over his phone every single day. They'd pick up the tissue boxes and all and be like, yeah, hello? Who's that? What? Michael Collins? How are you, Mick? How's the rising going? Tell Eamon I said hello. Yeah, see you now, best of luck. Every day they were slagging him. Now, it's his birthday. They all do like a little collection. Like all the barbers, all the hairdressers, they all do a little collection and they get him like one of them cheapy budget smartphones. Right? It's a big touch screen and there's 3 actual buttons at the bottom just to ease him into the smartphone game. Now they give it to him wrapped up and all. He's like, oh Jesus, thanks. Oh, you didn't need to do that. He opens it up, he sees the smartphone box. Right, and he's like, yeah. What's this? I bet you there's a hearing aid in this now. And they're like, no, it's a real phone. We really got it for you and all. And he's like, yeah, bollocks. And he opens it, takes out the phone. He's like, what's this? A fake phone? Is it? Is it a fake phone? Did you get? And all the lads are like, no, it's not a joke. Right, we all put the money together. We got you a phone. Right, so you can throw your Nokia Blocky out. Chris is like, Jesus, thanks very much. I can't even use this thing. Oh, no way. And he turn it on from throw a sim and all. They're all showing about it. Everything's looking good on the phone. He's looking at the apps and all. And he's like, Jesus, this is like something out of Star Trek. Oh, beam me up, Scotty and all. Whoa. Right, and they're all laughing, right? So the lads show him all about the apps and the Play Store and the wallpapers and downloading stuff and going onto Google and everything. And he's just blown away by it. It's like Harry Potter or something, like his mouth was wide open. The day goes on like that and he goes home, shows his missus and all, like spends the evening playing on his phone, comes in the next day and he's downloaded those funny GIFs. Remember them GIFs? Remember they were a thing? So he's after downloading a load of GIFs. Alright, now he's showing the lads the funny GIFs and all, right? Some where Spider-Man's, having his way with a girl and he fires a load of webs out of his third leg. One of the barbers, right, we call him Joe, is laughing. He says, send that to me. Chris is like, oh, I've no credit, I can't send it. Joe goes, no, send it through Bluetooth. Right? Chris is like, what's Bluetooth? Joe shows him and Chris is just blown away. Like, he's like, what the fuck? This is unreal. He's like, I can send you anything for free. Chris is like, I can send you anything for free. I can send you anything for free. Joe's like, yeah, it's cool. Just connect to the right device and send it. Chris looks at his phone and he's like, what's all these names and numbers? That's people's phones. You can send it to anyone in the room. Jesus. So the day goes on and Chris is sending loads of these gifts to Joe. Like for the whole day, he send them. And they're all like the Spider-Man one, just weird ones. Joe gets a little idea in his head. And he changes the name on his phone from Hawaii 33 to Hawaii 34, whatever it was. And he deletes all the gifts he was sent, bar the first one. Then he plays the waiting game. Chris comes up to him and he's laughing going, did you get those funny videos I sent you? Joe's like, what videos? I've been sending you pictures and videos all day. Check your phone. So Joe gets his phone out. No, I haven't got anything. Look, the gallery is empty. Look, I've only got that one picture. Chris is like, that's mad. I'm sending you stuff all day. It says successful. Where are you sending it to? Were you sending it to the right phone? Yeah, Hawaii 33. No, I'm Hawaii 34. What? No, you aren't. Yeah, I am. Look. Chris is like, what the fuck? Chris is looking at the phone and he doesn't say anything for a second. Who have I been sending these pictures to then? What pictures? They were like dirty pictures. What? Both of them start laughing and for the rest of the day goes normal for about like half an hour. Joe has other people in on the prank, right? So he initiates phase 2 of the plan. Phase 2. The manager of the salon comes into the barber side, right? Quietly calls the manager of the barber over, right? So they're still within earshot of Chris now. So the two managers are talking there and the salon manager says, I just had to give away a free cut and colour there because the dad of one of the clients said her daughter was sent a ton of pornographic images. Did you see anyone over this side messing around on their phone? Alright, so the bar manager's like, Jesus, I know, we've been busy all day. It could have been anyone. It could have been anyone here. Salon's manager's like, well, if you hear anything, just let me know because I had to ring HR and we have to get it all sorted. The barber's like, alright, I'll keep an eye out. Right, I'll talk to the lads. Salon manager goes off, goes back to cutting hair. Chris and Joe are just cutting hair and they're always meeting. They look at each other. So Joe goes up to Chris a few minutes later. He goes, turn off your phone in case he goes to the guards or something. Chris is like, what? Just turn off your phone. Alright, Chris is shaking. He's like, oh shit, maybe I should explain, like, to fucking the manager now. And Chris is like, Joe's like, just leave it. They might not do that. They might just fucking want to get a free haircut. Chris is like, oh shite, this is really bad. Joe's just right, just leave your phone off, everything will be fine. All you have to do is leave your phone on. Right, so Chris just tries to get through the day, right? He's just trying to get through work, right? He's shaking, he's just pale in the face, everything. He's just worried, he's shitting his brick, right? So 2 hours go by, right? Joe comes up to him and goes, Chris, turn on your phone there. While Joe was on his break, he went down to his friend who works in one of the phone shops, and he gets him to ring Chris's phone, knowing that it's going to go straight to voicemail. So Joe goes up to Chris and says, turn on your phone. Joe's like, no, leave it. I'm going to fuck it in the bin or something. Just get rid of the phone. It's not worth the risk. And Joe's like, it'd be grand. Just turn it on. See if you get a message or anything. But Joe was like, no, just turn on the phone. Everything will be fine. Just turn the phone on. Chris turns on the phone. Right? There's one message there. One voicemail received. Chris is like, oh fuck, there's a voicemail. Joe doesn't say anything. He lets Chris panic balls for a while. Chris puts the phone to his ear. Presses play. This is what he hears. This is Garda Sergeant O'Leary. We've received a message that you may have sent images to a minor. Can you please come down to the local Garda station there on your own free time? Chris's face just goes pure white and he just drops onto his chair. Pure white. Like all the colour is drained from his entire body. Even his shirt, his blue shirt is just turned white. That's how just traumatised he is. Joe looks at him. What did it say? Chris is like, oh, it was a guard saying to come down. Joe's like, oh fuck. Right, Chris stands up, he starts walking around, he's like, oh lads, this is bad, what am I going to do? I'll just go down now, and we'll explain everything. Right, and Joe says, right, look, I'll come with you, we'll just explain everything, it'll be fine. There'll be two of us there, we'll just say what happened, there was a misunderstanding. I'm Hawaii 33, the child was Hawaii 34, everything will be fine. Chris is like, oh my god, like he's sweating bricks. The manager comes over, the bar manager goes, what's going on boys? He's in on it as well. They tell him, he's like, right, look, all three of us will go down. I'll say everything exactly that will happen and we'll just get the guards out of the way, everything will be fine. Look, it's just, we've even got the receipt from the other day which show you that you hadn't a clue what you were doing, right? It'll be fine. Chris is like, right, we'll just have to go now. The three of them get their jackets on, right? They're walking down, they leave the barbers. They start walking towards the Garda station, right? Chris is shitting it. He puts the smoke in his mouth and all, the cigarettes wobbling all over his lips. Can't even light the thing. So they're walking towards the Garda station. Chris is like, I can't believe this, lads. This is ridiculous. I can't believe this. You go to prison for this. And the two lads are just silent, not saying nothing. So the three of them, they see the Garda station, they walk in the gates. They're walking up to the Garda station there. It's about 100 metres away, nearly just about to hit the door. Chris puts his hand out to open the door, sweating buckets. He's pure white as a sheet. Just as he's about to answer the door, the two lads go, bah! And the two of them break their shite laughing. The two of them are rolling around on the ground laughing. Just fucking roaring laughing. Outside the Garda station, on their backs. And Chris is just still holding the handle like, what? I fucking knew it! And he goes mad. And he's screaming. And the two, Chris and the fucking Joe and the barber are just wetting themselves laughing. They cannot stop. And Joe is just red in the face, screaming abuse outside the Garda station. The three of them. Chris eventually starts laughing, right? So the three of them walk back. The barber manager and Joe are still laughing at him. Still in bits. They're like tears flowing out their face. They're laughing at him. And Chris just can't believe it, right? And as he turns the corner to go into the barbers, everyone in the salon and all the other barbers are outside just laughing at him. And they're just, you can't even hear anything, just roars of laughter. And they go, oh, Chris. And the only thing he has to say is, I'm throwing that fucking phone in the bin.